Back with Pottawattamie County Roots presented by Hoy Kalnowski Funeral Home. I am Todd Studer, and today is a special day because we have someone new in the studio. I have known Jacquie Dierks for a while, a few years. However, we have never sat down to do an interview, and this is going to be fun. So thank you so much for being a little bit brave and coming.
You are very welcome, and I'm sure I can believe everything you told me about being on the show.
Yeah, you'll see at the end. It'll be just fine. You are with the Family Heritage Division of Globe Life.
Correct.
And what does that mean your day-to-day is like? What do you do for people?
Oh, my goodness. Well, a lot of times I work business to business. I set up group meetings, group enrollments with companies. But in a nutshell, I tell people when they ask me, what is it you do? I said, well, I protect individuals and families financially when you go through hard medical things. Cancer, heart and stroke issues, a bad accident, a baby born early, premature, NICU, ICU, and those types of things.
So you have a lot of different products that you can present with to people, depending on what their needs are. Because you and I sat down and we found a cancer policy for me 4 or 5 months ago. Is it?
Yeah,
it's been a little
at least,
while.
Yeah.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, it's one of those things that I don't think about now that we've done it. And you've heard this all the time. I don't think about it.
Yeah.
And every once in a while, I'm going through my bank account. I'm like, what the? Oh, that's that thing that Jacquie. So that's,
yes.
But other than that, it's just, I know that it's there and I've now just, it's out of mind.
Right. And I hear that so often. People will say, I never thought about this policy again until I'm sitting in front of a doctor. And I tell people when I meet with them one-on-one, I said, you're only going to think about this twice today when we talk about it. And when do you think the second time is? And their answer is always, yeah, when I'm diagnosed with something. And I go, that's right.
Yeah, and oftentimes these are topics that we don't want to think about, but man, it's good to spend, however long it is during that time. Mm-hmm. Just think about it once.
Right.
And then that way, because as I said, I don't think about it after that. It's just, it's there. I know that it's there, but... and I also know that, there's a little bit of history of cancer in my family.
Right.
So it just makes sense, really, to have that part taken care of.
I agree. And, living here in Iowa, it's no secret, we have among the highest rate of new cancer diagnoses for any state in the United States. I think we're second now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just one of those things that we need to be paying attention to. You and I were part of the same networking group for a very long time. Mm-hmm. And it was kind of a running joke in there that, I don't want to follow Jacquie, because you always come in with the best stories and the success stories. And sometimes it is about just that. Someone forgot they even had the policy until they needed it. Other times it's, you get a chance to go hand somebody a really big check because they didn't get sick.
Right.
It's just it was always a lot of fun to hear those stories.
Yeah. And, well, you let the cat out of the bag. Yeah. That return of premium, this is one insurance policy that you're going to get paid a lot of money. Heaven forbid you go through something, and you're going to get back 100% of the money back after a certain number of years if you stay healthy. That's what we call a win-win.
Right. So it's kind of risk-free, really, at that point.
I believe so.
Yeah.
And that's actually why I got a policy 13 years ago. And then I became a part of Globe Life Family Heritage Division after that, because I truly believed in the product. I think we all see the flyers on the gas station wall, the bar and grill was like, fundraiser for so-and-so, had a motorcycle accident, medical bills are mounting. So-and-so's child's going through cancer, they can't keep up with their bills. Nobody wants that, but people don't understand it, unfortunately, until they're buried deep in bills.
Going back to before you became involved with Globe Life, were you in the sales world back then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I started my career in public health, and then after that, I transitioned after 13 years to Premier Designs Jewelry. I did home shows.
Okay.
Wore even more jewelry than I do today. I love jewelry, still do. I worked at Applebee's for a little bit, just when I was trying to figure out what do I really want to do with the rest of my years in a career.
Mhm.
And I stumbled across this and got a policy of my own, and then thought, wow, I could get behind this. I believe in this. I want it. I own it. I think I could talk to people about it as well.
Did you know going in that you were going to be as good at this as you are? I'm pretty sure I know the answer to this, but
I did not. I just wanted to get out there, talk to people, protect their families, see if this was a good fit for them. This is something that's so easy to understand that when you sit down with somebody, they go, I understand. Yeah, this makes sense. And for some people, it doesn't make sense. And that's okay. I am not going to call them, text them, email them. I kind of get one great shot of explaining it to them, and then I move on.
Turn your business vision into a digital presence that gets noticed with Just Sue Creative. Founder Sue Pitts brings more than 20 years of small business development experience to every project, combining strategy with custom website design, SEO, branding, content creation, and marketing. Whether you need to build your online foundation, reach more customers, or just sharpen your message, Sue creates a budget-friendly plan tailored to your goals. Schedule your free consultation today at justsuecreative.com. What if your healthcare provider came to you? Me to You is an Iowa-based in-home primary care practice, bringing personalized medical care directly to your home. Especially helpful for people who have difficulty getting out, Me to You serves patients of all ages, from children through end-of-life care, from wellness visits and chronic disease management to preventative care and advanced care planning. That means less time traveling, less time in waiting rooms, and more time where it matters most. Learn more at me2you.care or call 641-843-8405.
I have the same philosophy in what it is that I do.
Mm-hmm.
My job is not to sell you.
Mm-hmm.
My job is just to explain what it is that I do and let you make up your own mind.
Right.
Because, as with your business or with anybody that I talk to, you understand that a whole lot better than I ever will. And I can imagine that it would be something similar with what you do. They know their family better than you ever can.
Right.
So they know what is best. It's not a success or failure on your part. It's just, okay, this didn't make sense for them. And I'm sure you're comfortable enough with it now that you know the products. So
Right.
that is something about sales that it took me a really long time to figure out.
Yeah.
It's not really about selling something. If I am trying to convince somebody of something that they don't need or don't want and still trying to push that, I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's why I connected with you early on, because I can tell you got that same philosophy.
Yeah. Yeah. And I believe in the product. I've seen it help people in their time of need. I've seen people cry when they get a return of premium check because they got this or that they need to pay for. And it was like, oh, are you an angel? Maybe. I don't know.
Is that something you have to remind people about? Oftentimes, is that return of premium? Like when it gets to that point, you need to get a hold of them and say, hey,
right.
You've got this here now.
Yeah, exactly. And we kind of know first if we have somebody in the area that's, they're coming up on that return of premium, will be contacted first and say, can you personally deliver this? And I said, absolutely. It's a fun part of my day-to-day.
So you're like the Publishers Clearinghouse people then?
Yes, without the balloons.
Which, by the way, Ed McMahon never did that.
Oh, really?
There was a big joke that it's one of those things that we all remember, and no, Ed McMahon never did it.
And that was before AI.
Yeah, I know.
Wow, who knew?
Who knew? What are, I'm going to put you on the spot here,
great.
Jacquie, with this. Just as an overview, some of your favorite stories when you're talking with people, because every week when I got to see you talk, it seemed, I'm guessing that one was her favorite story because you're so passionate about it.
Yeah. They all mean a lot to me. I love the victory stories when somebody goes through cancer or they have a baby born early and baby's fine a month or two later, but now they get a check for $11,000, $12,000, $20,000. I love the cancer stories. Hey, we caught it early, but we're going to be off work. We pay them, again, $10,000, $15,000, whatever they have coming to them. But it's really almost the heart-wrenching ones that give me a passion. The 16-year-old that's diagnosed with cancer battles it for 3.5 years, loses his battle to cancer. But through that all, Family Heritage Division of Globe Life paid the family over $100,000. And you know what? We didn't change the diagnosis or the outcome, but that family did not stress out over losing their home, their cars filing bankruptcy. They had a backup plan that allowed them to focus on the things that matter most, and that's their family.
It's fun when you get an opportunity to talk about something and sell something that you believe in, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and that's the secret, I think, to folks, that you have to believe, truly believe in what it is that you're talking to people about.
Definitely.
And I've been very fortunate in my life that I found something that I was passionate about. This is just an offshoot in a different direction from the media that I used to do, but it's still all the same muscles.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still sitting and talking. Now people can see me. That's
Yay!
that's the difference.
The face behind the voice.
That's the idea, exactly. So as you are going around, like, is it a full day for you every day when you're out and about?
It can be. Today started at, what time did I start? I started at 8 and I ended at basically 4. Every day's different, really, which makes it unique and exciting. I don't have this same schedule every day. I make my own schedule. Some days I'm talking to business owners to set up enrollments. Today, I actually went to 2 different businesses that I've worked with for years and just caught up with everybody again to review their policies, make sure their address, name, all that was correct. And I even found money for people because some of our policies have a wellness benefit. And they're going, oh, I never turned that in. And I said, well, let's get on your phone. You can do it from your phone. You haven't turned anything in. You started 5 years ago. We can go all the way back to 5 years.
Really?
Yeah, that's what they said. And I go, yeah, there's no time frame. It's whenever you had the policy, you can go back and turn everything in.
Is that, I'm thinking back to, there had to have been a time when you first realized that was, that you call in and you check and say, well, I'm not really sure. No, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
That had to have been like a eye-opening day for you.
And then I was always excited to do reviews, whether they had it 2 years or 3 years. And it's like, yeah, and your spouse is on here as your spouse had a colonoscopy or that type of stuff. And it's like, yeah, actually last week. And it's like, oh my gosh, we pay you money to do that. Well, there wasn't a diagnosis. Yeah, we give you money just for doing the procedure.
Wow. Well, I'm going to keep that in mind. I think that's part of my policy. I didn't.
Well, good thing that we're meeting.
Yeah, exactly. This is, after we got done talking again, as I said, I really haven't thought about it since.
Right.
And I'm thankful for that.
Yeah.
Because I think that means it's working.
Right.
Because the idea behind any insurance is peace of mind. I mean, I learned that from insurance people a long time ago, that's what you're really buying.
Exactly.
And you're buying the knowledge that everything's going to be okay if something bad happens. So, that to me means, it's a good company and it worked.
Yeah.
Just like it's supposed to be able to work.
Exactly. And after 12 years, I can say they're just as good as they say they are, and sometimes even better.
Primrose Retirement Community in Council Bluffs believes home should be a place of comfort, connection, and care. From personalized support to engaging daily activities, everything they do is designed to help residents live fully and confidently. At Primrose, That's their priority, to put the quality of their residents' care and daily needs at the top of their list each day and every day. It's not just about where you live, it's about how you live. Learn more about life at Primrose by going to primroseretirement.com and then contact Jamie Bush at Primrose and discover a place that truly puts people first. Finding the right care for a loved one can feel overwhelming. Assisted Living Locators is here to help. Jean Bonker brings more than 30 years of experience serving families and has personally navigated the challenges of elder care. She understands the questions, the emotions, and the weight of these decisions. Jean becomes your advocate, guiding you through options with clarity, compassion, and personal support every step of the way. Call Assisted Living Locators at 402-690-5467 and move forward with confidence.
Any goals for you as you're making your way through this year and trying to reach more people, trying to talk to more people?
Yes, I want to duplicate myself.
Okay.
I am looking for a couple of great partners here in Council Bluffs that want to do the same thing I do. I'm at a point in my career where I have a lot of accounts. I can't really add a whole lot, but if I built a team beside me, not to work for me, but to work with me, I can reach a lot more people that are going to need this policy that I can't get to. But if I just multiply myself, we can protect a lot more families right here in Pottawattamie County, Omaha, Douglas County, all of the surrounding counties around here.
How far out do you go?
I try to work locally, mostly in Pottawattamie and Omaha area, but I do work some schools. I work schools as far as Manson, Northwest Webster, which is up by Fort Dodge.
Yeah, that's up there. Yeah.
Yeah. Glidden, Ralston, Coon Rapids, Bayard are some of my furthest schools that I work, but I love working with them. In fact, the superintendent at one of those schools far away called me today. And he goes, is there any way you can do your presentation in August before we go back to school? I typically go there in January, just on a yearly basis. And I said, let me look. I said, I have one day. I could do it on Thursday, whatever Thursday that is. And he goes, oh, we'll take it. And I said, wow, what's the urgency? And he goes, well, my dad was just diagnosed with colon cancer. And, it came out of nowhere. He wasn't sick. He just got this diagnosis. And people around here are just concerned, what if that was us? And so I said, well, I'm glad I can get there in August. We'll get people covered before something happens to them.
Yeah, and it can happen quickly. I've told the story on the show, and a lot of people know about it, that my dad passed away from angiosarcoma, which is a blood cancer. And from the time that he told me he wasn't feeling well and thinking about going to see the doctor to the day that he passed away was 28 days.
Wow.
So
I hate to hear that.
It can happen very, very quickly out of nowhere.
Yeah.
We had no clue that there was anything at all wrong. And suddenly it was over.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm a believer.
Yeah. And just staying on top of, doing your routine screenings. Signed up a lady 4 months ago here locally in Council Bluffs. And she's like, wow, you give me money for like mammograms and colonoscopies and all. She goes, I haven't done that in years. So she got a policy and there's a 30-day wait. So she waited after 30 days and she calls me about a month ago and said, oh my gosh, I've just been diagnosed with melanoma skin cancer. And she goes, after I got that policy, she said, I'm going to start doing these screenings again. And thank goodness she did the screening. She's covered because it's past the 30 days. But if she, would have waited another year or two or however long, the outcome can be so much different.
I never even thought about it that way. It's it's just a little extra prod. Hey, go get that taken care of.
It's amazing what people will do for whether it's $60, $150, or $240 to get those screenings. Catch it early.
Yeah. So for the people, a couple of people that are out there that you haven't met yet, or maybe you have.
Maybe.
We don't know. That what kind of qualities do you think that person has?
Oh, gosh. They have to love people. They have to want to make a difference. Impact is so important. they pay us well to do that, this career. But I want people who are genuinely concerned about others, driven, disciplined, hardworking, and they want to get paid for what they're worth, really. They're not looking for a paycheck. They're looking for something more.
That makes sense. So just reach out to you. We've got your contact information.
Please
so
reach out to me. Yes, I would love to mold and mentor anyone that's willing to put in the work.
Do they need to have like licensing for insurance or anything like that?
We do take care of that once they're hired and brought on. We help them with all that process, but you don't have to have a college education. You don't even have to have a high school education. Basically a willingness to learn. And yeah.
Well, it's just that simple. So,
it is that simple.
So if you're thinking about a new career, I can personally vouch for this woman. I can tell you she's a ton of fun to be around. So unless you're hiding this dark side that is never
Not at all.
So Jacquie Dierks with Family Heritage Division of Globe Life. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
So will you come
Appreciate
back?
that. I will definitely come back.
Very cool.
And you did make it easy.
Yeah? You think
Yeah,
so?
I do.
Oh.
You're good at what you do.
Well, something else that's very easy is this is something that you can do. You see a like button on the screen where you're watching this? Maybe share, maybe follow, could even be subscribe. Any of those things, if you click on them or all of them, help the algorithm, and it helps to push that information out further so more people can see exactly what Jacquie is here talking about, and we can showcase our little corner of the world a little bit better. So thank you so much for coming in. I'm looking forward to the next time. Looking forward to the next time of seeing you as well. My name is Todd Studer. This is Pottawattamie County Roots presented by Hoy Konoski Funeral Home, and we'll see you next time.